What is going on, everybody? Welcome into Ravens Rundown. Happy Monday to you. It is game day. We got some Monday Night Football, the first Monday Night Football matchup of the year for your Baltimore Ravens. I couldn't be more excited. I got to be honest with you guys. I love doing these primetime games. They're so much fun. I have a blast doing them. It's just so much fun to get to hang out with all of you guys, watch on some primetime Monday Night Football. There's just like nothing that feels more important than a Monday Night Football game. Genuinely, there's not. It's exciting. It's a blast. Those are the when we have our biggest watch parties on those primetime days. So it's fun for me because I get the biggest audiences. All of you guys are hanging out with me, and you know what? Kickoff is in about 10 hours or so. So I'm going to be here for the next 10 minutes or so and get you caught up on everything you need to know about tonight, okay? I'm going to talk biggest weaknesses, and we're going to go over injury updates for both your Tampa Bay Buccaneers and your Baltimore Ravens. But speaking about tonight, because I already mentioned it just a little bit, I will be live, and we have live watch parties for every single game for the entire season, and tonight is no different, okay? I'll be live for an hour and 20 minutes before the game starts, okay? So I'll go live at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and I'll be live till the final kick or the final whistle, and then a little bit after doing a little bit of post-game coverage, okay? So we're live for every single game. That's no different tonight. And so if you're just now tuning in, first off, hit that subscribe button and come hang out with us, 7 p.m. Eastern to the end of the game. It's going to be a party. All right, let's give some game day updates. Let's start with the Bucs' biggest weakness. In preparing for the show and getting ready for the show, I took a look at the NFL Pro website. We get to use that here at Chat Sports, and it's a really great tool. Absolutely love it. It's fantastic, and it gives you a little bit of matchup, right? And it shows you kind of the biggest mismatches for each team. And when it looked at the Ravens offense compared to the Bucs defense, it put 5 stars on a singular mismatch, and that is the Ravens offense when it comes to overall rushing efficiency and the Buccaneers defense, okay? When it came to rushing defense, they're 28th in the NFL in their rushing defense. And guess what the Baltimore Ravens are in the rushing offense? You guessed it. If you said first, because that's the answer. Because they're number 1 overall in the National Football League with how well this team runs the football. Derrick Henry having a career year. We've talked about it a ton on this channel, okay? Having a career year, and I don't think tonight's going to be any different, okay? We'll give a Vita Vea update actually next, right? But with him possibly not being in the lineup and him being an absolute monster in the middle of that Buccaneers defense, I think that might be even bigger, okay? Even bigger for this matchup. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I think that when you look at, okay, Joey, convince me a reason why the Baltimore Ravens are going to win this game. I'll give you the same reason why they've won every game so far, or not every game they've won so far, is their rushing offense. And it's a massive, massive, massive mismatch against this Tampa Bay Buccaneers rushing defense. So that's their biggest weakness. And the great thing is their biggest weakness complements our biggest strength. It's awesome. It's fantastic. And if I'm John Harbaugh, if I'm Todd Monken, I'm eating into that all game long. Okay, so I've asked you quite a bit already this week, okay? I asked you on yesterday's video. I asked you a couple days ago on our YouTube community page. But, I got to keep asking. It's game day. You might be feeling different. You might be feeling more confident, less confident. Give me your score prediction in the comment section down below, okay? You're about to get hit with a YouTube ad break, so to make that time go by a little bit faster, scroll on down to the comment section for me. Just give me the pinned comment, find it, and give me your score prediction. Alrighty, so Buccaneers injury update. Vita Vea, I've got 2 for you, okay? Vita Vea was listed as questionable with a hamstring injury on their injury report. And this is massive. I think Vita Vea is the best interior, okay? Best interior defensive lineman in the National Football League. And I honestly, guys, I don't know if it's close. What he does, the way he changes games from that interior defensive lineman position, it's ridiculous. It's incredible. And you don't see it often in the NFL. But he does it just as good as anybody else, okay? And so we already talked about the mismatch with this Baltimore Ravens run offense and this Tampa Bay Buccaneers run defense. And if their best run defender, the guy that clogs up the middle of the line of scrimmage, if he's out for this game, man, that is a massive, massive, massive advantage for your Baltimore Ravens, okay? If Vita Vea is out, and I never wish injury on a guy, okay? I don't. But if he doesn't play in this game, that's just better for the Baltimore Ravens, okay? Cut and dry. That's the news. That's what it is, okay? And let's talk about the injury update that I provided just a few days ago. I think it was Thursday. Mike Evans, tweaked something in practice this week. I believe he tweaked something in practice on Thursday. He was listed on the injury report. He's not listed on the injury report anymore, okay? Happy he's doing fine, okay? Happy he's doing great. When you look at the matchups, with their passing offense being ranked 9th in the country and this passing defense being ranked 27th in the NFL, it kind of would have been nice if their star receiver, their number one wide receiver, one of the most underrated wide receivers in the game, in my opinion, Mike Evans, wasn't playing in this one. But he is. You're getting this team offensively, at least, as almost as full strength as you can get them. But I know you don't wish injury on anybody, but if Mike Evans wouldn't have been in there, man, this pass defense already struggling as is, it would have made that day, it would have made tonight a little bit easier. I'm just going to be honest with you. But that's just how this thing rolls. Now it's up to Nate Wiggins, Brandon Stevens, Eddie Jackson, all those guys. Clamp them up as much as you can, okay? Clamp him up as much as you can. You can't let him wreck a game. You can't let him dominate a game, okay? I got one more game day update to give to you, and it is on the side of the Baltimore Ravens injury updates. But before I do that, I got to give a shout-out to the sponsor of today's video, and that, of course, is our friends over at GameTime. GameTime is the place to go for the best seats at the lowest prices guaranteed. And if you're so excited the season's here and in absolute full swing, and you want to get tickets to the big game lockdown, I promise you, you are going to want to give GameTime a shot. GameTime is a new feature. It's called GameTime Picks. It makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. GameTime Picks filters out the fluff, show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. The tool highlights the best deals, including great and amazing deals, which are the highest value seats at the venue. Guys, there's so many things I love about GameTime, right? I love the last-minute tickets and flash deals. I love the lowest price guaranteed. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my favorite thing, and it's the views from your seats. I can't count how many times I've gone to a sporting event, okay, whether it's a football game, baseball game, NFL, college football, whatever it is, and I get there, and there's like a pole in my way, or there's like a extended press box, or a railing's too high, and I'm like, okay, I spent all this money on tickets, but I can't really see the game. Well, guys, that doesn't happen with the GameTime, because you can see exactly what you're purchasing before you even buy the ticket. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with GameTime. Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download GameTime today. What time is it? It is game time. Alrighty, let's go over to the defensive side of the ball with this Baltimore Ravens injury update. And that is the fact that Broderick Washington is out for the game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, the Baltimore Ravens, they rotated out and dealt with 4 defensive linemen last week against Washington. But I don't know, I just feel like, to me, this is a bigger deal than it was against Washington, okay? This is a bigger deal only having 4 defensive linemen against Tampa Bay than it is against Washington, because they're coming off a game against the New Orleans Saints where they rushed for 277 yards. And they've got 2 guys, Bucky Irving, Sean Tucker, who can absolutely tote the rock, okay? And you played Washington last week without Brian Robinson Jr. You played against a guy in Austin Eckler who, let's be honest, he's not a bad player and hasn't had a bad career, but what he is right now is a shell of who he's been in his past, okay? And now you're going against some guys, like I said, in Bucky Irving and Sean Tucker, who are really good running backs. And without one of your best interior defensive linemen in Broderick Washington, this is going to be a big loss, okay? So I'm curious to see who's going to step up, okay? Travis Jones has been fantastic. Want to see him keep doing it. Michael Pierce, he's been great. Want to see him keep doing it. But the fact that you're not going to have Broderick Washington out there, guys, at the end of the day, that's not great news for this Ravens football team. Now, do I think they will recover? Yes. Yes, I do. Because at the end of the day, you still have you still have the best rush defense in the entire National Football League. I don't think that changes much. But I kind of think it's ridiculous, maybe if we're going out there expecting this Ravens defense to do exactly what they've been doing all year long and holding opponents to like 45 rush yards. I don't think that's going to be the case, especially with when you're missing one of your best interior defensive linemen in Broderick Washington. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. This has been Ravens Rundown. I will be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Come hang out. Let's watch our Ravens go on the quest to win 5 straight and improve to 5-2, this time by knocking off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Monday Night Football.